All right, let's get right into it. Today, we're going to dive into some challenging, but honestly, some absolutely essential truths about people and relationships. These are the kinds of insights that, once you really let them sink in, can become your best defense for building and protecting your own inner peace. So, let's do this. So, let me just ask you something, straight up. Is your kindness actually costing you your peace? Really think about that for a second. You're a good person, right? You try to be there for people, you're generous, but at the end of the day, do you ever just feel totally drained? Maybe a little unappreciated or even resentful? If that's hitting home, you are definitely in the right place. And here's where it all starts to get messy. We've got this belief that so many of us grew up with. Hey, if you're just nice to people, you'll earn their respect. It sounds so simple, so right. But then, there's the harsh truth that life teaches you. Niceness without boundaries just invites disrespect. And those two words, without boundaries, that's the whole ballgame. That gap right there, that's where we lose our peace. This leads us right into our first big idea, what I call the kindness paradox. It's a super frustrating situation where your best intentions, your genuine desire to just be a good, kind person, can actually blow up in your face and create the exact opposite of what you're hoping for. You know, there is so much power packed into that one sentence. When you're just endlessly accommodating, when you say yes to yet another last-minute thing without even checking in with yourself, you think you're signaling kindness. But what you're often really signaling, without even meaning to, is that your time, your energy, and your needs just aren't as important. And for some people, that's a green light to just take more and value you less. And this is such a critical point. A boundary isn't some big wall you build to shut everyone out. It's not about being cold or mean. It's actually more like a quiet, firm declaration of your own value. It's you saying, I respect myself and I'm going to need you to do the same. It's an act of self-preservation, not an act of aggression. Okay, let's jump to our second harsh truth, and wow, this one is a total game changer. It's all about valuing actions over potential. This is about breaking that habit of getting hooked on who someone could be, and instead really learning to see them for who their actions consistently show you they are right now. Oh man, we've all been caught in this trap. On one side, you've got their potential, all the amazing things they say. I promise I'll change. I know I can do better. It sounds so good. But then on the other side, you have their actions. What do they actually do? Are they constantly letting you down? Do they keep making the same mistake over and over? The real danger is choosing to live in that potential fantasy while completely ignoring the hard evidence of their actions right in front of you. So here's the bottom line. An apology can just be words. A pattern is proof. I mean, anybody can say I'm sorry when they get caught. But a person's real character, what they truly value, that's all revealed in their consistent behavior over time. You have to trust the pattern, because you know what? The pattern never, ever lies. All right, on to our third and final harsh truth. This one is about something you have 100% control over, your own story. We're talking about the power of privacy and why, frankly, oversharing can be a huge liability to your peace of mind. This sounds so simple, but it's incredibly deep. Think about it. Your goals, your secret struggles, your big wins, they all have an energy to them. They're valuable. And when you share every single detail with just anyone who will listen, you're watering down that power. Not everyone has earned a front row seat to your life. And believe me, not everyone is cheering for you. And this is exactly why it matters so much. When you're venting, when you're sharing your problems, who is really listening? The truth can be a little jarring. The vast majority, maybe 70%, are just casually curious. Your struggle might just be a bit of drama or entertainment for them. Then you've got another 25% who, let's be honest, just don't really care. And that leaves this tiny little sliver, maybe 5% of people who genuinely have your back. So you have to ask yourself, why are you giving your valuable story to a 95% audience that isn't truly invested? Okay, so we have looked at some pretty hard realities. But look, the point of all this isn't to become cynical or jaded. Not at all. It's to become smarter, to become stronger. So now let's talk about how to build our blueprint for peace and turn these tough truths into our greatest strengths. So here it is, your blueprint. 4 simple but powerful steps. First up, set clear boundaries and fully expect people to test them. When they do, you hold the line. Second, become a student of patterns, not a fan of promises. Trust what people do, not just what they say. Third, share strategically.
Your inner circle should be small, it should be trusted, and it has to be earned. And finally, the most important rule of all, you have to make your own inner peace completely non-negotiable.
Because really, in the end, this is what it all boils down to. Your peace of mind isn't some luxury. It's your single most valuable asset. It's the foundation for your happiness, your creativity, your health, everything. And it is worth protecting fiercely. So I'm going to leave you with this final question to really think on. Just imagine all the energy you spend right now on being frustrated, on being disappointed, on getting pulled into other people's drama. Now imagine you get all of that energy back. It's all yours again. What could you build? What could you create? What could you achieve with all of that saved energy? Seriously, the possibilities are pretty much endless.